So let me ask you this. Do you think right person, wrong time is real? Is that a real thing?
No,
Or is that just kind of like a fucking bullshit
it's just a
excuse?
bullshit excuse for somebody that doesn't want to get their shit together.
Damn.
That's it.
No, but overall, like, I don't think besides you, there's ever been anybody that I thought was the right person for me, but just wrong time. But I'm sure we've both heard of like cases in which a relationship is really good. It's like really good. There's nothing wrong with it. Nobody's toxic. But somebody, for instance, may have to move to a different city, to a different state, to go to college, or maybe it's it's like a high school relationship, and it's not really up to you. Your parents make you move, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that's a real thing? Like that was the right person, just
I
wrong
think
time?
I think that's a real thing if you put it that way.
Or do you
There
think,
are no. There are instances where there's relationships that work very well, and both of the people are like very compatible. They have the same life values, like they have the same things that they want in life, but then like a circumstance comes in their way where they have to, you know, disperse from each other, which is something they can't control.
so do you
So
think,
in that instance, I would believe right person, wrong time.
so then do you think that right person, if it really is the person for you, maybe later on in life, that person will come back to you if it's meant to be? You know
Um,
how they, what's that saying?
if you let something go and it doesn't come back to you, it was never yours. But if
Yes,
it comes back to you,
exactly.
it was always yours. Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, kind of sounds like fairy tale-ish. Like, I
Really?
don't know. I just will never relate to that because I don't.
I know, but I've always been curious, like even in the movies, what
Well, yeah,
seems
in the
like a perfect
movies.
family, the husband and the wife, but like you go to sleep and you think of like some person from a long time ago, and they're just always, no, 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 why are you looking at me? Dude, I'm fucking happy with you. I'm talking about like there's cases like this. Life happens and you get married and you have like a family and kids, but that one person, like that one person that you could have dated, they never really leave your head. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Or it's like the Age of Adeline movie that we watched.
Age of Adeline. And spoiler alert, but that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's, and you're still happy with your wife, right?
Uh huh.
You're still happy,
You
but
still have
it's,
kids,
you still have kids, totally
but it's just
happy.
that it's that like subconscious like thought.
Subconscious thought, yeah, that you've always like loved that person, you will never stop loving them. They never did you dirty. It was just like you said, circumstances that didn't even depend on you. It wasn't even up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another question for you. Do you think it's possible to love two people at the same time?
I mean, you can love two people at the same time, but you'll like romantically or like
Yeah, romantically, like be in love with two people at the
I don't
same
think you can
time.
be in love with two people at the same time
Really?
because there's a difference between being in love and loving someone.
What's the difference?
I feel like being in love with someone is like me and you.
I know I'm in love with you. Like in love with you, like there's, it's like an unbreakable bond, I guess. But then loving someone is just, is
I
it
I
is it
put I
like
put love.
unconditional? Is the fine line here unconditional love?
I think when you love someone, you need this person. Like you giving them love kind of gives you a satisfaction, so you associate that love with needing them.
Okay.
But when you're in love with someone, that's something that like that's someone you want to spend every minute, do every task with, like do every like anything with them.
So you want
Yeah,
them,
you
not a
want them,
not need
not
them.
need.
Okay. Because
Because
then
there's
if
a
you're
fine line between wanting somebody and needing somebody.
when you said that, it made me think of like those sad breakup stories.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you break up with me, I'm gonna die because I
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah.
Like, no, happiness is within
Uh
you.
huh.
So when you're in love with someone, you want to be in love with them. You want them to be a part of your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just you need them because they are the reason that you're happy. When we dropped our merch, what was this, 2 years ago? One of the merch pieces was your happiness is up to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you ultimately, happiness is your choice, right?
Yeah.
It's not up to whether you have a boyfriend, girlfriend that makes you happy, Like another person cannot make you happy. It's literally up to you if you're going to be happy or not, right? Like sure, you're going to do things with this person, whether it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, that may lighten up your day, whatever the activity might be, but like ultimately nobody can make you happy. It's all within you. Like happiness is a choice. You cannot reach like a level of happiness. Some people are like, oh, when I have $1 million I'll be happy. When I finally have a Lamborghini I'll be happy. But like, are you really?
You can't associate the word happy with something that can be taken away from you.
Exactly. So materialistic things ultimately, or even a point in life, right? Like a lot of teenagers nowadays are like depressed and they're like, oh, I finally want to get out of my toxic house and live alone and have a life of my own. But it's like ultimately like happiness is a choice that you make every day. You can't reach a level of happiness. You know what I'm saying? And I guess you could see when somebody's truly happy, right? Just by the way they like act, carry themselves, you could see the smile on their face. Like what I'm wearing right now, smile more. It's actually the only piece of merch I've ever bought from an influencer slash YouTuber, Roman Atwood. They have a brand called Smile More, besides our own merch, obviously. So yeah, just, smile more, choose to be happy every day. Whether you're single, in a relationship, have a family, those are just, people and your circumstances. They're a part, they can be a part of that happiness, but there's still people that have all of these things and have a lot of money and have everything you could ever imagine, but they're just not happy.